This is Bill Schonely, welcoming you to the Nike World Headquarters. We're coming to you live from the Stanford Theater in the Tiger Woods Center for the Oregon Sports Awards. And now, here is your host for the evening, one of the best multi-sport athletes in Oregon history, Jordan Kent.
Good evening. How's everybody doing? Not too bad. I got to thank Bill Schonely for the introduction. Clearly, he got the $5 I sent him in the mail and a birthday card, so I appreciate that, Bill. Well, welcome to the Oregon Sports Awards, and like so many of you, I've been here as a high school athlete and finalist for one of these awards. And I remember that feeling that you're feeling right now. Maybe some nervous anticipation, some excitement. It's a great feeling, though. You're here. Now you can just relax. I've also been here as an award presenter, which is a lot easier than being a nominee, to be honest. You just got to say a few lines, and that's about it. But we have some wonderful presenters that will be joining us this evening, so we're going to have a lot of fun. Now, I'm truly honored to be your host this evening. But let's remember, Neil Everett has been doing this for 5 years, so clap it up for Neil Everett here, please. He wanted you all to know that he wishes he could be here tonight. He congratulates all of you on our first live broadcast. How about that? Courtesy of NBC Sports Northwest, but clearly Neil works for ESPN, and so, as you know, he wasn't able to make it this year, but we do expect him back. Long story short, that's my producer basically telling me I was the backup plan for the evening, so thank you. Kicking things off this year, the Oregon Sports Awards wants to celebrate an impressive anniversary this year with one of our most important partners. You always celebrate those milestones when they end in a zero, right? 20 years, 30 years, or if you want to have a great marriage, you celebrate every year. Well, this anniversary ends with 2 zeros. Join me in acknowledging the 100th anniversary of a group that positively impacts over 100,000 of our students every year, the Oregon School Activities Association. Over the course of 100 years, thousands of athletes and participants have benefited by the mission of the OSAA, and we have 4 great representatives for you tonight. Let's begin with, after a high school career in Medford, our first guest went on to win an Olympic gold medal in the high jump, the man who revolutionized his sport when he invented the Fosbury flop. Give it up for Dick Fosbury. Now, our next athlete went on from a great career at St. Mary's to win a national collegiate championship in volleyball and ranks as possibly the top female athlete in Oregon history. Give it up for Ana Maria Lopez. Now, our next person here is one of those rare young athletes that could challenge Ana Marie's claim. Our next person, after leading statewide championship teams at Jesuit, became a 5-sport athlete. Yes, 5-sport. I only did 3. That's kind of a scrub, to be honest. 5-sport athlete at the University of Oregon, Liz Brenner. And our 4th guest, lettering in 3 sports during his time at Central Catholic. Welcome outside linebacker for the Houston Texans, Brennan Scarlett. So, Dick, let's start with you. You look back at high school sports and some of the wonderful things that you accomplished. What stood out to you about competing in high school and what it meant to you?
Competing in high school, sitting on the bench, playing the other team's offense. You know, you had to be flexible in those days and earn your way to get to the starting position. So I grew up in Medford. It was highly competitive. It was a great atmosphere, and I just appreciate every day that I had there.
And Ana, you had a chance to participate in multiple sports. The value of diversifying yourself and trying different sports.
think the opportunity to be with lots of different people, have different coaches. Some sports were individuals, some teams. So learning how to be, resilient and do it yourself, but also be a good teammate and support other people.
Yeah. Now, Liz, I'm sure one of the most popular questions you get, how in the world did you do 5 sports in college?
Well, for me, it was kind of just ingrained in me because I did 4 sports in high school. So I just had that time management down and was ready to go. And I was so excited that the University of Oregon was going to give me that opportunity. 5
sports, absolutely incredible. And then, Brennan, you have a chance now to be in the NFL. But talk about your ability now to give back and really speak some knowledge and be an inspiration to some of the high school athletes that want to be where you're at today.
Right. Well, for me, I had tons of great role models, starting with my parents and then my coaches and other folks and older guys that were around in the state of Oregon playing sports and kind of led the way. So for me to be able to be in this position now and give that same type of community back is a nice thing for me.
Well, let's congrats OSAA on positively affecting over 100,000 student lives this year. And thanks to the 4 of you, let's give them another round of applause here. All right, so get your photos ready, everybody. I want you all to be taking photos and video and sharing using the hashtag Oregon Sports Awards and tweeting at OR Sports Awards. And tell you what, I think you have a camera right there. We're going to give you your first photo op right here. Let's all get together for a picture in the middle. Won't be as popular as Ellen's picture. I know that during the Emmys here. Let's go ahead, get a photo. We'll give you guys about 5 seconds to get a photo. 5, 4, 3, 2, smile on cheese. Cheese. Awesome. Give it up for our 4 presenters once again. Well, let's get to our first award of the night. It's time to meet this year's female soccer finalists.
Bailey Tui, North Valley. The junior forward who scored 34 goals and had 6 assists was named Skyline Conference Player of the Year and 4A First Team. Emma Trezor, Jesuit. The midfielder forward was selected the 6A Player of the Year and a United Coaches Association All-America as she scored 24 goals with 14 assists and led the Crusaders to the 6A Championship. Jordan Wormdahl, North Eugene. The senior forward scored 24 goals and had 10 assists to lead the Highlanders to the 5A Championship final and was named the 5A Player of the Year.
And here they are. Welcome Bailey, Emma, and Jordan. Bailey, let's start with you. Are you watching the World Cup right now by any chance?
Actually, no. I've been really busy.
What are you busy with right now?
Just trying to get the college thing going because I'm a senior.
See, I like that. Academics before athletic. Clap that up right there. Putting the student and student athlete. Emma, some of your future plans, anything you can share with us here?
I am leaving for Cal Berkeley to start my soccer journey as we continue July 13th.
Okay, July 13th. Congratulations. Well, best of luck on that. And then, Jordan, I have to ask, we're up here in Portland.
Yeah.
We have the Timbers and the Thorns. If you could only root for one.
Thorns, easy.
Oh, easy. There you go.
How can you not?
Apparently.
Soccer.
All right, well, it's been fun to visit with you all, but it's time to find out who the winner of this year's award is. The Soccer Player of the Year goes to Emma Trezor.
Thank you.
Oh, Emma.
Right? Do I go down there? Okay. Sorry.
Emma, you got to stay on sides here. And by the way, we didn't forget your trophy. Here to present your trophy is Major League Soccer Player of the Year, Portland Timber, Diego Valeri.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now, Emma, what does this award mean to you, and is there anybody that you'd like to thank?
This actually means a lot to me. I feel like I've worked pretty hard this year. I just quickly wanted to thank my family, friends, teammates. Without them, I wouldn't be the woman I am today. All
right, let's give it up for Emma one more time here. Diego, would you like, first of all, great to see you. How are we doing? Congratulations on everything. While you're here, why don't we meet the boys finalists for Soccer Player of the Year?
Okay, let's roll the video. Yeah.
Cameron Atencio, McMinnville. The senior forward led the Grizzlies with 21 goals and 14 assists and was a 6A first-team selection, first-team Greater Valley Conference, and the Conference Player of the Year. Edgar Monroy, Corvallis. The sophomore forward scored 28 goals and had 9 assists and was the Mid-Willamette Conference and 5A Player of the Year. Johnny Rodas Lakeridge. The senior attacking midfielder led the Pacers with 22 goals and 14 assists on his way to being named 6A First Team, the 6A Player of the Year, and an All-America.
Welcome, gentlemen, to the stage. Now, I know you would love for me to ask you a couple of questions right now. I played soccer all the way until 7th grade, so I'm pretty accomplished. But Diego, would you like to ask them a few questions?
I mean, yes. I mean, are you Timber fans?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's great. That's
awesome. Well, we have the winner right here. Diego, will you please do the honors for us?
Of course, yeah. Okay. And the winner is Johnny Rodas.
There we go. We go back.
So Johnny, some very stiff competition you're up against, but what does this mean to you?
It means a lot. First, I want to thank my family, and I also want to thank my coaches for this. Without them, I wouldn't be here today.
All right, let's give it up for Johnny. Thank you so much. And Diego, thank you as well, too. For our next Fall Sport Award, please welcome to the stage our presenters for the Prep Volleyball Player of the Year finalist. My colleague and friend from the Portland Trail Blazers, Brooke Olzendam, and for the sport that is near and dear to her heart, once again, please welcome Liz Brenner.
Well, I was going to make fun of you and say thank you, potluck, because that's what we call him, not Jordan, because you should see that guy eat. He's not even here to hear it. Anyways, now let's take a look at the finalists for the Oregon High School Volleyball Player of the Year.
Chloe Brown, Southridge. The outside hitter was the Metro League 6A and the Oregon Gatorade Player of the Year, leading the Skyhawks to the 6A title with 18 kills and 9 digs in the championship game. Holly Harrer, Sisters. The 3-time Sky M League and 4A Player of the Year led Sisters to their 3rd 4A title in 4 years, recording 19 kills and 17 assists in the championship game. Claire Hoffman, Marist. The outside hitter was the Midwestern League Player of the Year, 5A First Team, and a Second Team All-America.
And the winner is Chloe Brown. Chloe cannot. I guess I'll just leave it at that.
Accepting on behalf of Chloe. She would love to be here and is very bummed. This is her. I want you to know I'm so bummed I'm not there. Thank you to Nike and all of the sponsors who made this amazing event possible. I would love to congratulate the other finalists who are my teammates, Holly Hare and Claire Hoffman. She played beach with Claire and indoor with Holly. They are just as worthy of this award, and you guys rock. Thanks to my coach, Susan Denham, who's been my mentor, and for the past 4 years has always been pushing me to just keep pushing harder. To the Southridge staff and to my Southridge teammates, thank you to Lena, who is the founder of Athena Volleyball Academy and who gave me my very first opportunity in volleyball when I had never even played the sport before. Shout out to all of my siblings, my mom for always being there for me, like tonight, and my dad, who's my #1 fan. And lastly, a reminder to do kind and wonderful acts to others who don't expect it. So, thank you.
All right, stay with us. We will be back after this quick break with the High School Football Player of the Year Award, cross country, and more from the Tiger Woods Center at the Nike World Headquarters right after these messages.
The Oregon Sports Awards are brought to you by Nike, Hewlett-Packard, Providence Health and Services, Lamphere Auto Group, Washington Trust Bank, Pamplin Media Group, the Portland Timbers and Thorns, the Portland Trailblazers, NBC Sports Northwest, Forge Graphic Works, and Rip City Radio.
Welcome back. It was an amazing football season for Oregon high schools this past year, and now we get to celebrate 3 finalists to see who will be this year's Football Player of the Year. And here to present the award, Houston Texans linebacker Brennan Scarlett.
Thank you, Jordan. Since you made it to the NFL, I'm thinking you might know a little bit about the game yourself. Anyways, let's meet this year's talented finalists.
Talanoa Hufanga, Crescent Valley. The nation's #1 ranked athlete was selected to the U.S. Army All-America team, the 5A first team on defense and offense, and named the 5A Defensive Player of the Year. Braden Lenzy, Tigard. The senior wide receiver defensive back was the Three Rivers League Co-Offensive and Defensive Player of the Year and a 6A first team selection. Trey Lowe, Jesuit. Oregon's Gatorade Player of the Year, led the state in scoring, was the Metro League Offensive Player of the Year, a 6A first team running back and second team defensive back.
And the winner is Talanoa Hufanga from Crescent Valley.
Brennan, we forgot to tell you, sometimes offenses run a little motion, throw you off guard when you're on defense right there. Accepting for Talanoa was his head coach, Scott Sanders. Not here at the moment, but let's clap it up for our male football athlete of the year. And Brennan, fine job as well, too. Give it up for Brennan here. Give it up for Brennan. Thank you so much, Brennan. All right, and now on to the high school cross-country athletes of the year, the brave runners who race in all conditions over rocks, through mud, and run, well, much further than I ever could imagine. Here to present these awards, he was a competitor at the highest levels in cross-country, and hey, fun fact, he also served as a pacer for Nike's Breaking 2 attempt at achieving a sub-2-hour marathon time, and she was the winner of this year's USA Cross Country Championship. Please welcome Chris Derrick and Shalane Flanagan, the winner of the 2017 New York Marathon.
Thanks, Jordan. Chris, what was that pacing experience like?
Well, I don't think it was as cool as winning the New York Marathon, but it was pretty memorable. I continually have dreams about being chased, and I can't get away.
Here are other athletes who may one day be chasing us down. First, let's meet the female finalists for Prep Cross Country Runner of the Year.
Lucy Helskamp, Sunset. The sophomore set a personal record at the Metro League Championship and helped lead the Apollos to a runner-up finish in the 6A Championship. Kelly Macon, Sunset. The Apollo Senior and Oregon Gatorade Cross Country Runner of the Year recorded the fastest time in the state, winning the Metro League Championship. McKenna Schumacher, Jesuit. A junior, Schumacher led the Crusaders to the 6A Championship by winning the 6A individual title and set a personal record at the Metro League Championship.
And the winner is Kelly Macon.
Thank you so much. This is so exciting. I'd first like to thank my family, of course, my parents, and the amazing Sunset community that provided me with the best coaches and teammates that I could ask for. So, thank you.
Now let's hear about just some of the accomplishments for the male cross-country finalists. We'll go to the video.
Andrew Monroe, Crater. The Oregon Gatorade Cross Country Runner of the Year, Monroe won both the Midwestern League Championship and the 5A individual title for the second time, leading Crater to the 5A Championship. Joshua Schumacher, Jesuit. The Crusaders senior won both the Jesuit Nike Invitational and his second Metro League Championship and led Jesuit to the 6A title. Alex Slenning, Wilson. The Wilson senior, a three-time Portland Interscholastic League champion, was the 6A champion and also posted the state's fastest time in winning the Meriwether National Cross Country Classic.
And this year's winner is Andrew Monroe. Andrew unfortunately cannot be with us tonight, so I will take his trophy home with me.
Next, we move to an award for Best Small College Athlete named after legendary Linfield coach Ad Rutschman. And I know Ad wouldn't mind this slight diversion. His grandson is in Omaha today at the College Baseball World Series with the Oregon State Beavers. You know that I love this job when I'm asking the audience to applaud for the Beavers here, so nothing wrong with that at all. Young Richmond has been nicknamed Clutchman for obvious reasons, and they are obviously in that elimination game that started at 4 p.m. today. But let's get back to the Richmond Small College Awards, and to present, let's welcome from Rip City Drive, Chad Doing and Travis Demers.
That's right, the Beavers making another run at the World Series. Amazing. Here are your finalists for the Women's Ad Richmond Small College Athlete of the Year Award.
Maya Udias, basketball, Eastern Oregon University. The Cascade Collegiate Conference Player of the Year, and an NAIA First Team All-America. She was named the NAIA's Dr. Leroy Walker Champions of Character Award winner. Bailey Dell, track and field, Northwest Christian University. The senior who was the NAIA National Champion in javelin, the first individual champion in NCU history, also broke her own Cascade Collegiate Conference record in the javelin. Jessa Perkinson, cross country, track and field, Southern Oregon University. Second in the 5,000 and fourth in 10,000 at the NAIA Outdoors, the 14-time All-America was also the West Region Cross Country Runner of the Year and second at the NAIA Championship.
All right, and the winner is Jessa Perkinson.
Oh my gosh, I actually won. I honestly didn't think I was going to, just because all of you are so deserving. And just congratulations to everyone who's here. And I know I have to give all the glory to God. This all started with just a gift that He blessed me with. And I'm so thankful to have coaches and friends and family who come alongside me to just get the most out of that. And it's just been wonderful. And thank you so much.
Awesome. All right, now for the Male Small College Athlete of the Year, here are your finalists.
Caleb Nalzell, football, track and field, George Fox University. The junior defensive end was a D3Football.com All-America, and with the NCAA Division III's third best discus throw, helped the men's outdoor track team reach the national championship. David Ribick, cross-country track and field, Western Oregon University. The West Region cross-country champion and athlete of the year. The senior is also a two-time Division II national champion in the 1500 and the indoor and outdoor track athlete of the year. Tanner Trosson, football, Southern Oregon University. The senior quarterback was the Frontier Conference Offensive Player of the Year and a first-team AP and Coaches Association NAIA All-America as he led the Raiders to the NAIA semifinals.
And the winner is David Ribick from Western Oregon.
I'm not as fast as David, and neither am I David. So I am Michael Filing, the Assistant Athletic Director at Western Oregon University. David is currently in Des Moines, Iowa, where he will be competing in the 1,500 meter at the 2018 Outdoor USA Track and Field Championships. And he has asked me to read the following on his behalf. I first want to congratulate the other finalists for their incredible seasons. Reading over their accolades and successes inspires me and other small school athletes. Thank you to the Oregon Sports Award Committee and Nike headquarters for hosting this event. Oregon is my home state, and it will always be the state closest to my heart. Throughout this process, I'm so thankful for the great staff, teammates, and coaches at Western Oregon University who have helped me get to this point. I attended a small school in Enterprise, Oregon, and chose to compete at a smaller D2 university. Something I've told myself and encouraged the other small college athletes to believe in is just because you attend a smaller school does not mean your goals and dreams have to be small. With hard work and belief in yourself, anything is possible, and you can reach the goals and dreams that you set forth. Thank you again for this incredible honor.
After a short break, we'll be back with Basketball Players of the Year and much more. Stay with us.
All right. Just want to check back in. Everybody still good? You guys good? Everybody still good? Having a good time so far? I'm just here to give the updates to all the people that are probably trying to hide their phones in their lap to check out the score of the Tar Heels and the Beavers game. It's the top of the 7th. Tar Heels are up 6, Beavers 3. Okay, that's a good response. I like that. I just want to do something real quick. Now, Jordan kind of brought up the whole thing that he really didn't want to root for the Beavers. I just want to do a quick little poll. Who here is rooting for the Beavers right now? Make some noise. Okay, all right, okay. Who that made some noise is a secret Ducks fan, but you felt pressured because people to the left and the right of you were making noise? One honest guy right there. I like that. Another hand raised. That's good. That's good. How's it been so far? You guys having a good time? That's good. That's good. I should not be here because I am a comedian and I was very unathletic for most of my childhood. I'm 35. I still can't figure out how to throw a baseball properly. So believe in yourself, young athletes. You guys out there, you're working hard. This night is for your parents and your coaches just as much as it is for you. So give it up for your coaches and your parents, everybody. All that good stuff. We'll be back. Thank you, guys. Keep having a good night.
Shane trying to put me on blast. I have nothing against the Oregon State Beavers in the College World Series. It's the Huskies. All right, well, we have 3 absolutely outstanding coaches vying tonight for the Slats Gill Award, and here to present are 2 of my colleagues at NBC Sports Northwest who are always on their game when it comes to knowing the game, and who also don't own a single hairbrush between them. Please welcome Aaron Fentress and Dwight Jaynes.
Really, Jordan? Jordan, you might want to check the mirror, brother. Your hairline's receding pretty quickly. You'll be joining us very soon.
By the way, Jordan, you're doing a great job of hosting.
Don't lie, because we work with them.
I always like being part of the Slats Gill Award because sometimes this award goes to incredible coaches who are not household names, but for all they do, they should be.
Let's take a look at these very worthy finalists.
Rob Connor, University of Portland men's cross country. The West Region Coach of the Year, Connor led the pilots to their 18th appearance and program best second-place finish at the 2017 NCAA Division I Cross Country Championships. Kelly Graves, University of Oregon women's basketball. The National Coach of the Year finalist in his 4th season directed the Ducks to a 33-5 record, the Pac-12 regular season and tournament titles, and a 2nd straight NCAA Tournament Elite 8 appearance. Mark Parsons, Portland Thorns. In his 2nd season as head coach, Parsons guided the Thorns to the 2017 NWSL Championship as the team, which won 11 of its last 13 matches, defeated Carolina 1-0.
All right, and the winner is? Excuse me, the winners are, first, let's congratulate University of Portland's Rob Connor.
First, I'd like to congratulate everybody who's been nominated tonight. It's a fantastic honor just to be here, of course, and thank Nike for hosting us as a world-class facility right here, and we all get to enjoy it here for the evening. So, you know, I'm greatly honored to receive this award, but I absolutely want to give 100% of the credit to our team's success to the guys on the team. We have a large group of guys, 40 men on the team, and we value everybody's contribution on our team. These guys started with a goal 6 months before the NCAA championships of trying to win the national meet, which is a big goal. And that's 6 months of dedication, 100-mile-plus weeks, and they supported each other the whole way. I'd like to really thank our athletic director, Scott Lakem. Scott treats our department like a family and not a business. Want to especially thank my family for their support, which includes our assistant coaches, my assistant coach, Jack Mulaney, and women's coach, Ian Soloff. And really got to start with all of University of Portland's alumni. They set the bar every year, and the team has kept trying to achieve greater and greater things. And now I can say in that team meeting that we've only got one spot left to go, and our team will try to win this championship next year. So thank you very much. Go Pilots.
And the second winner is the coach of the Portland Thorns, Mark Parsons.
Hey everyone, Mark Parsons here from the Portland Thorns. Very sorry I can't make it tonight. The team is busy preparing on the road for a game against Houston. Very honored to be presented this award as Co-Sportsperson of the Year. Thank you very much to the Oregon Sports Awards. Massive thank you to Nike, best brand on the planet. And a huge thank you to all the wonderful people I get to work with, and I'm working with so many right now. The 2017 group was incredibly unique and special. The players and the staff, the way that they committed to the team and committed to each other, the outcome was a great reward for that fantastic work, and I'm just privileged to be a part of that team working hard with them. Have a wonderful evening. Hopefully see you at a game soon.
Aaron and Dwight. Aaron, I only pretend to like you because they pay me to. And Dwight, I'm sure you have to go back home and kick people off your lawn. Here to present the High School Basketball Awards, Portland State's head basketball coach, Barrett Peary, and lover of all things basketball and host of The Bridge on NBC Sports Northwest, Serena Winters.
Thanks, Jordan. This is a great night, am I right, guys? Yeah, let's hear it. Well, it is absolutely wonderful to be co-presenting with you, Coach. And so I have to ask you, is there anything new with the Vikings going on?
There's a lot of new things going on. We just opened up the beautiful Viking Pavilion. So, yeah, give it a hand. And that's a game changer for us, so every day is a great day to be a Viking.
We are looking forward to it, Coach. Okay, let's meet tonight's finalists for Female Prep Basketball Player of the Year.
Cameron Brink, Southridge. The Metro League 6A and Oregon Gatorade Player of the Year led the Skyhawks to their second straight 6A state championship. Darren Munka Hickok, Grant. The junior guard led the state in scoring with 21 points per game and was the Portland Interscholastic League Player of the Year and a 6A first-team selection. Casey Whedon, LaSalle. The 5A All-State Player of the Year averaged 19 points per game and set an Oregon girls record for career three-point field goals.
And the winner is Cameron Brink from Southridge.
I'd like to thank my family,
and all my coaches for helping me where I am today, and all my teammates, of course, and my trainer, Susan Borchardt. Thank you.
Now for the boys. Let's take a look at the 3 finalists and some of their accomplishments from this past season.
Aaron Deloney, Grant. The junior guard was a first-team All-PIL, All-State Tournament, and All-State selection, and helped lead the Generals to the 6A title, averaging 26 points and 6 assists per game. Kyle Greeley, West Salem. A first-team 6A selection, Greater Valley Conference Player of the Year, and co-MVP of the Northwest Shootout, Greeley led the state in scoring with 28 points per game. Marcus Sahonis Jefferson, the 6'4" junior guard who was selected the Portland Interscholastic League and 6A Player of the Year, helped lead Jefferson, averaging 24 points, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds per game.
And the winner is Marcus Sahonis.
Thank you. Well, Gino West last year came in, he was a finalist, so that's just real huge for Portland and Jefferson itself, so hopefully next year I could come back and get this again. Thank you.
Moving on to wrestling, let's take a look at what our finalists accomplished this year.
Logan Meek, Crater. Oregon's 5A Wrestler of the Year was undefeated as he won his 3rd straight 5A title, this time at 160 pounds. Jason Shaner, Hood River Valley. Nationally ranked in his weight class by Wrestler USA magazine, Shaner, a senior, was undefeated, winning a 2nd straight 5A championship at 132 pounds. Travis Whitlake, Marshfield. The nation's top-ranked 170-pounder was Oregon's 4A Wrestler of the Year, completing an undefeated season by winning his 4th state championship.
Congratulations to all 3 of those nominees for those amazing achievements. And let's be honest, is there a tougher sport than wrestling? I remember running some conditioning drills at Autzen Stadium my first couple years playing football, thinking, okay, we had to do 10 laps around the field. Then I look up in the stands and I see the wrestlers running every single stadium step twice. So hats off to all these wrestlers, first of all. Well, let's find out who the winner is. Your winner for Wrestler of the Year is Travis Whitlake Jr. from Marshfield High School. Now, Travis could not make it tonight, but accepting on his behalf is Marshfield Athletic Director Greg Mulkey. You get to say something. Absolutely, yeah. Here's the mic, sir.
You know, this is a beaver next to a duck here. I appreciate it. So.
It's all right.
All right. Hey, on behalf of Travis, it's my pleasure to accept this award as the athletic director of Marshfield High School. I'll tell you a quick story. For those of you who don't know where Marshfield High School is, it's Coos Bay, Oregon. And we love to fish. And I tell this story when people come to me and they say, you're from Marshfield. That's Travis Whitlake Jr. And I tell this story because this is the type of kid that Travis is. If we got in a boat and we fished all day, and you knew nothing about Travis Whitlake Jr., you would ask him the question at the end of the day, Travis, do you wrestle? And there'd only be one reason why they would know that, because of his ear. For those wrestlers, you know what I'm talking about. And Travis would say, yes, I do understand. Yes, I do wrestle. He is a humble, unbelievable human being. And so on behalf of Travis, I appreciate this. And we hope For those of you who don't know about Marshfield, we hope he's the next Steve Prefontaine.
Next up is swimming, and starting with the prep women, let's hear what the best high school swimmers in the state have been up to this past year.
Eulena Connor, Sunset, led the Apollos to their second straight 6A championship, winning the 100-yard freestyle, placing second in the 50-yard freestyle, and anchoring the record-setting 200 and 400-yard freestyle relay team. Caitlin Dobler, Aloha. Dobler won the 50-yard freestyle and 100-yard breaststroke at the Metro League Championships, then set state records at the 6A Championships in winning both events. Lindsay Soleil, Crescent Valley. The versatile senior set a 5A Championships record in winning the 500-yard freestyle, also won the 100-yard backstroke, and helped her team win the 400-yard freestyle relay.
The winner of the Female Swimmer of the Year trophy is Caitlin Dobler from Aloha High School. Caitlin, congratulations. What does this award mean, and is there anybody you'd like to thank?
This award means a lot. It's really great to accept it, and I would like to thank my all my teammates and my family, and as well as all of my coaches, Nassim, Jean, and Lisa, and just good luck to everybody in their coming seasons.
Give it up for Caitlin one more time. Now for the male prep swimmers. Here are the top 3 in the state. Let's take a look.
Trent Martinez, Jesuit. The Jesuit junior helped lead the Crusaders to their 3rd consecutive 6A team championship, winning state titles in the 200 and 500-yard freestyle. Van Matthias, Beaverton. The Beaverton senior broke his own 6A record in winning the 100-yard butterfly, then set another 6A meet record as he won the 200 individual medley. Casey McEwen, Lebanon. At the 5A championships, McEwen set state records in the 50-yard freestyle and 100-yard butterfly, and he also anchored Lebanon's winning 200 and 400-yard freestyle relay teams.
And the winner is Casey McEwen from Lebanon High School. Casey, congratulations. Can you tell me what this award means to you after such a successful season?
Well, this award means a lot since this was my last season doing what I do in high school. I'd like to give a shout out to all the other swimmers out there. We all actually had a pretty amazing season, so congratulations to you guys. I'd like to thank my mom for being here tonight and supporting me. And actually, I'd like to congratulate all the other contestants that are here. Why don't we just give a round of applause for everybody who's here? We all worked hard. We all deserve this. So thanks once again, and thank you, Nike, for all that you've done for this award show.
Give it up for Casey one more time. I think we found our next host for the award show as well, too. It's time for the Team of the Year awards given to the teams that have won national titles or have otherwise had seasons that truly stand out from the rest. This year, we have 3 recipients of the George Passero Award. Please join me in congratulating these teams. First, we have George Fox Women's Track and Field. Representing this outstanding team, welcome athletes Annie Wright and Dakota Bueller. congratulations. I think you guys have a few words prepared. What does this award mean for you?
Yeah, winning this national championship this year and all of the work it took coming up to those was just one of those dreams that's so big that you can barely dare to dream it. But we started off our national meet with just the mindset that everything we did was going to be in praise of God, who has given us teammates and abilities that are more than anything we could have ever dreamed. So we started off our national meet and ended our national meet with this Bible verse. Psalm 28:7 says, "The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and he helps me. My heart leaps for joy, and with my song I praise him." For us, our athletic performances at this meet and this year was our song. It was our praise to God for everything he's done for us, and we're really thankful for that.
We also just want to say a huge thanks to our coaches. They hate the attention, but we love them, and they just encourage us every day to do our best, and that whatever happened at that meet during the season, it didn't matter. Also to all of our teammates, men's and women's team, we're just one giant family, and that everyone that's not here with us today, like, we just love you guys so much, and that you guys just help us through it all. Our athletic department for just supporting us all, and our athletic trainers for keeping us all in one piece during the season. So, yeah.
Give it up one more time for George Fox Women's Track and Field Program.
George Fox Women's Outdoor Track and Field. With 10 podium finishes, the Bruins made program history, winning their first NCAA Division III championship as they scored 44 points to claim co-championship honors with UMass Boston.
Next up, we have the University of Portland men's cross country team.
University of Portland men's cross country. The Pilots, who won the 2017 NCAA West Region title, then raced to second place at the Division I championships, their best finish ever in 18 team championship appearances.
Here to accept for this perennial powerhouse, a couple of seniors, Logan Orendorf and Jeff Thies. And guys, congratulations. Tell me a little bit more about why this team was so dominant and some of the chemistry that you guys had this season.
Thank you, Jordan. Everyone on the team this year brought something so special each day to practice. There was just such a great energy. I can look back at one of our last workouts before going to Kentucky for the national championship, and every guy was there just to help out, even though there was only 7 guys racing. And they were just all working together really towards this one goal. We had a saying that we wore on bracelets that we were going to be #selfless in every action, in every practice. So it was really just a great experience overall.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who made this possible. Thank you to our friends, our families, our teammates who were there every step of the way. Thank you to our coaches, Rob Connor and Jack Mulaney. Without you guys, we couldn't have done this. And yeah, thank you.
Give it up one more time for University of Portland men's cross country. And our third winner, the Portland Thorns. The Portland Thorns were not available to join us, but they did send along this video acceptance.
Hi everyone, we just got to Chicago for the first day of a 10-day road trip. We're so sorry we can't accept the award in person, but we're so honored to have won. We want to thank the Oregon Sports Award, Nike, and everyone who supported us during the championship run 2017.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And how about one more round of applause for all of our teams? And speaking of teams, I do want to give you an update on the Oregon State game. The Beavers are still trailing 6-3. However, it's the 8th inning. They have 2 on and no outs. So if you have a hat on, put it on backwards, flip it inside out. Time to rally for the Beavers here. I will tell you about someone special we do have here tonight. We have in our midst the award winner for the Special Olympics Athlete of the Year, Sean Hins. And Sean is a competitor in basketball, golf, and his favorite, swimming, where he goes for the gold when he represents us all on Team Oregon. Ladies and gentlemen, whew, check out that jacket right there. Please welcome this inspiring young man, Sean Hins.
Hello.
Sean, welcome to the award show. Now, I checked you out on YouTube, and I know you're a terrific athlete. I did.
Good.
But you're also a very talented musician.
I am.
Can you tell me a little bit more about some of the songs you play and the instrument that you work with?
Yeah, well, I play ukulele, I play piano, I beatbox, I sing. Everything except I don't dance, though. But I do everything else. Yeah, thank you.
Now, Sean, what we have here is your trophy for Special Olympian of the Year in Oregon. And I also understand you have a few words for us that you've prepared. So, Sean, I'm going to let you take the stage.
All right, thank you. Good evening. My name is Sean Hins, and I have been participating in Special Olympics Oregon for over 10 years. I was born with cerebral palsy, cleft lip palate, and fetal alcohol syndrome. And at only 7 weeks old, I was adopted by my incredible parents, Kathy and Steve Hins. On top of all of that, I was also diagnosed with ADHD, sensory processing disorder, auditory processing disorder, working memory delays, and a few other learning disabilities, as well as spina bifida occulta that needed surgery to fix. Phew. At the age of 4, I obviously didn't really understand that I had numerous amounts of disabilities. However, as I started to grow up and become more aware of my disabilities, I started to notice that my life was harder than most other people. I found academic work incredibly difficult, and I felt self-conscious about understanding things. There was nothing I could do to change the person who I was. During this time, there was only one thing that I loved more than anything, and that was swimming. As soon as I jumped into the water, all of my worries disappeared. I found my happy space and loved the freedom that the water gave me. At the age of 8, my parents introduced me to Special Olympics Oregon, and man, did it change my life. I found myself learning new skills and techniques for swimming. I started making new friends with my fellow athletes and building relationships with coaches in the local community. I was being accepted for me, all while falling madly and deeply in love with swimming. I was not only participating in sports and having fun, but I was also competing and encouraged to bring home the gold. I was no longer hiding, I was thriving. After all of my surgeries, doctors picking and prodding me and being labeled with millions of disabilities, I stand here today confident and able. With the help of sports organizations such as Special Olympics Oregon, individuals with disabilities can be confident, proud, and share their unique stories. Thanks to Special Olympics Oregon training and competition, I will be representing Team Oregon in nationals at the Special Olympics USA Games 2018 in Seattle this July. Thank you. So, lastly, I would like to thank you for listening and being here. I would like to leave you with this last note. I am no longer a person with a disability. I am a team member, an athlete, hold on, and a 40-time gold time medalist. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
What an incredible story. What an inspiring athlete. Sean, thank you so much. All right, stick around. We'll have plenty more when we come back as we continue along with the Oregon Sports Awards.
The Oregon Sports Awards are brought to you by Nike, Hewlett-Packard, Providence Health and Services, Lamphere Auto Group, Washington Trust Bank, Pamplin Media Group, the Portland Timbers and Thorns, the Portland Trailblazers, NBC Sports Northwest, Forge Graphic Works, and Rip City Radio.
gonna play this for y'all. Hey, y'all get some more drinks going on. I sound a whole lot better. I'm gonna keep this mother going because I know y'all like. Get off the mic and play some good music, so. Oh yeah. Hey, y'all must be having a good time.
Ritualistic, cleansing my soul of addiction for now, 'cause I'm falling apart. Yep, tension between us just like big fences. You got issues that I won't mention for now, 'cause we're falling apart. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say, passing up on my old ways. I can't blame you, no. Passionate from miles away, passive with the things you say.
Welcome back to the Oregon Sports Awards. It's time to celebrate our Game Changer Award winner, a person who has given so much of their own lives to enhance the lives of young athletes around them. This year's winner, Paula Toney, is all about that.
When I first started coaching, my mother told me I needed to go get a job. Because I had 2 children at home and I needed another interest. And so I looked in the newspaper and there was a volleyball opening at Crane. Then the Burns coaches asked me to come in and help them. After I was coaching and running the park and rec, the superintendent and principal walked down the stairs and said they needed an athletic director. And so I thought, why not? I'll give it a try, and jumped in it ever since and haven't looked back.
I have been coaching alongside Paula since 2002. Her and I have a great camaraderie. I also really like about Paula, and I think a lot of people will tell you the same thing, is she's just a person that makes things happen. And especially in volleyball, she's done that through the years consistently with any team that she has, whether we're in a building year or we have a powerhouse full of kids at every level. She's always been able to make it happen and have those kids perform really well on the court.
I was probably in kindergarten going to her volleyball camps. The impact that Coach Toney has had on my life is incredible. She has taught me everything I need to know about volleyball. Beyond that, she has taught me a lot of life lessons. I catch myself just hearing her voice in the back of my head almost daily about whether it's in sports or whether I'm just living my life, and I just can always hear her voice and the advice that she's given me, and she's just always there for sure.
I played for Coach Toney throughout all my years of high school. She always could make a successful team no matter who she had, no matter the years of experience that her team had or the athleticism or anything. And so we were very successful all 4 of those years.
The biggest things that she always taught us was go with confidence. And she told us, even if we have no idea what we're about to do, what we're getting into, just go with confidence and people will believe you.
Well, I'm here in the audience with Paula, and Paula, congratulations. I do want to start, though. How long did it take you to get here from Burns?
Oh, probably about 5 hours.
So I'm curious, you look at these athletes and the nice things that they had to say about you. What does that mean to you when you hear their words of affirmation and appreciation for you?
Oh, it's quite an honor for them to listen to them as they go out into the world and they take on some of the things that we have worked on.
Well, congratulations. Here's a nice little gift for you as you head back to Burns. Give it up for Paula one more time here. Our next award will be Softball Player of the Year. Let's take a look at the finalists here.
Ariel Carlson, Marist. The junior right-hander, the Midwest League Pitcher of the Year with 23 wins and 192 strikeouts, also hit 19 home runs, with 70 runs batted in as Marist reached the 5A semifinals. Abby Dorr, Marist, a sophomore who was the Midwest League Player of the Year, hit .642 with 14 home runs and 64 runs batted in, helping lead the Spartans to the 5A semifinals. Isabel Womack, Glencoe, Oregon's 6A Pitcher of the Year and a first-team Metro League selection, won 22 games, struck out 211, and also hit .402 with 7 home runs.
Let's welcome to the stage finalists Ariel Carlson, Abby Dorr, and Isabel Womack. Now, I have to ask, we've been talking about baseball and giving the score, but I heard with softball, it's actually much more difficult to hit a softball than a baseball that's pitched. Any advice on how to hit a softball? I want to hear from some of the best.
I don't know if it's necessarily easier. It's definitely not an easy thing to do at all, but I just always try to stay calm, just hit a ground ball up the middle and see what happens.
And then talk to me about the chemistry with softball teams. It seems like there's always a lot of chattering and a lot of talk and a lot of support with these teams here. How important is team chemistry when you look at your team?
Yeah, it's really important. Team wins as a team, play as a team, selfless, yeah.
And then finally, you look at what it means to be out there. What have you enjoyed the most about competing in high school so far?
It's fun to you get really close with your team and you're going to school with them, you're playing softball with them, and so you end up being really great friends and you have a lot of fun, so yeah.
All right, well, great stuff right there, but let's find out which one of you will be our winner. Our winner of this year's Softball Player of the Year award is Abby Dorr from Marist. Abby, congratulations. What does this award mean to you and some of the people that helped you get here?
It means a ton. I'm gonna thank all my family and my teammates and my coaches who helped me get here. And I'm just very thankful. Thank you.
Congratulations to Abby. Clap it up one more time. Now, it's crazy how many of us in the state of Oregon are tried and true Blazer fans. And there is nothing else in Major League Soccer like the experience of going to cheer on the Timbers. And we can take it for granted that we have the NBA in our city now, but back in the day, someone had to have the vision, the plan, and the energy to make it happen. Years later, the very same traits were required to secure a Major League Soccer team for our city. You can probably guess where I'm going from here. You may have heard that Major League Baseball has declared that they want Portland to be their next market. But that's really just step one. Our next presenters are key to providing the vision, plan, and the energy to make that happen. Please welcome two gentlemen who are at the forefront of bringing Major League Baseball to Portland, the Diamond Project founder and longtime Nike executive Craig Cheek, and one of the managing directors of the project, Mike Barrett.
Yeah.
Craig, Mike, great to have you here. And Craig, let's start with you. A lot of exciting information over the last couple of months, but especially recently, you brought on 2 more investors, supporters of this Diamond Project. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we had a couple good weeks a little bit ago with the announcement that Russell Wilson and his lovely wife, Sierra, are investors and co-partners in the Portland Diamond Project. So pretty big news. They have a huge social following, and thank you. I have to tell you that it was the perfect storm in a good way happening. They are huge baseball fans, huge Portland fans, big entrepreneurs, and just passionate about what we're doing. So it all came together in a fantastic way.
Wonderful stuff. And Mike, obviously a lot of updates. There's a lot of steps to this process. Can you give us an update of where you guys are at as far as this long process goes?
We are in the phase of land acquisition, and we have talked about some of our sites and some of the sites we have not talked about yet. So once we get through that, then we go into, after land acquisition, team acquisition, and it's full steam ahead. But we want to thank everybody in the region for the outpouring of support. We expected it to be big, but it's been, I think, beyond our wildest dreams so far. So thank you very much.
Well, appreciate you guys catching us all up, and we want to acknowledge some of the best high school baseball players in the state of Oregon now. So I'll let you guys present the award for this year's High School Baseball Player of the Year.
Absolutely, Jordan. Let's meet the finalists for Prep Baseball Player of the Year.
Larson Kindrich, Crater. The senior left-hander led Crater to the 5A championship as he tossed 6 no-hitters, allowed just 11 hits, struck out 116, and hit .505 for the season. Jacob Melton, South Medford. A senior outfielder, Melton led the Panthers to the Southwest Conference Championship as he batted .534, hit 8 home runs, drove in 28 runs, and scored 50. Aaron Zavala, South Salem. The right-handed hitting catcher batted .540, clubbed 6 home runs, drove in 40 runs, and was 25 for 25 in stolen bases as he helped lead the Saxons to the 6A semifinals.
Okay, and the winner is Larson Kindrich, Crater High School.
Obviously, I am not Larson. He has taken an assignment from his college to play at the Alaska Baseball League, and he is up there currently competing. He did want me to thank some people. First of all, he wanted to give all glory to God, who gave him his skills and abilities, and to share them with his teammates. He wanted me to lift up his teammates. It is a team sport, and he could not have accomplished this without his teammates. He also wanted to thank his coaches, Jay Campbell, John Campbell, Jim Powell, Joe Hagler, Tony Cobb, Evan Erskine, and Brian Diotti for all their help in his 4 years of high school. Thank you.
Before we get to our next award, we have a College World Series update. 6-6, top of the 8th. Beavers at bat, 2 outs, runners on first and second. So the rally is working. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it right now. Please welcome our next presenter for Prep Track and Field Athlete of the Year, 7-time USA champion and 2-time American record holder, Alicia Montano.
Thank you, Jordan. Here are the finalists for Female Prep Track and Field Athlete of the Year.
Kelly Macon, Sunset. Macon, who had the best 800-meter time in the state, became only the second girl in history to repeat as state champion in the 800 and the 1,500 meters, where her 1,500 time set a 6A record. Shelby Moran, Sherwood. The 2-time Three Rivers League Field Athlete of the Year, who was ranked #1 in the nation in the discus, won both the discus and shot put at the 6A championships. Maya Rail, Catlin Gable. At the 3A championships, Rail won the 1,500 meters for the second time, setting a personal record, and won the 3,000 meters for the third time, clocking the best time in the state.
And the winner is Shelby Moran.
I'm very scared of talking in front of people, so sorry if it sounds really bad. This means a lot to me, and it wasn't just like me receiving this award. It was everyone who stands behind me, my parents, my coaches, and everyone at the high school and all my teammates. So I want to thank them all for helping me get here.
And now, with some killer credentials, here are your finalists for Male Prep Track and Field Athlete of the Year.
Dane Gordian, Sandy. The Sandy senior, who ranked first in the state in both the shot put and discus, won both events at the 5A championships as he helped lead the Pioneers to the 5A title. Juma Say, Catlin Gable. Say, who ran the fastest 400 meters in the state, was the 3A championship athlete of the meet as he won the 100, 200, and 400 meter sprints, setting meet records in the 100 and 200. Micah Williams, Benson. The sophomore set 2 6A championship meet records as he won both the 100 and 200 meter sprints at Hayward Field. His 10.42 time in the 100 meters is second in state history.
And the winner is Micah Williams.
Damn, too short for this. Sheesh. First, I want to congratulate the people, the finalists, Juma. Yeah, congrats. I wouldn't be here without my mom, my grandma, so I want to thank y'all, my coaches, and my teammates in the Benson program for like pushing me to be the best. I made the junior national team recently, so I'm going to be going to Finland in 2 weeks. So I hope y'all can see me and represent Oregon. Thank y'all.
Beavers now lead 7-6. Top of the 8th, bases juiced. The leading run was just walked in. So the Beavers looking really good, top of the 8th right now. Welcome back. Let's continue along with the Oregon Sports Awards. The finalists for Female Prep Tennis Player of the Year. Let's take a look.
Farida Abdelmanim, Jesuit. The sophomore left-hander used aggressive play to win the Metro League Championship, earn the number 2 seed at the 6A Championship, and advance to the championship final. Anna Kern, Corvallis. The number 1 seed concluded a perfect 24-0 season by winning her second consecutive 5A individual title, helping lead the Spartans to their 4th straight team championship. Elizabeth Stevens, Tigard. The Tigard sophomore, the #1 seed entering the championship, won her second 6A title in straight sets and is undefeated in 2 seasons of scholastic competition.
And the winner is Elizabeth Stevens from Tigard High School. Elizabeth, congratulations. Anything you would like to say after winning?
I'd like to thank my teammates and friends who have been really supportive throughout my 2 seasons at Tigard. I'd definitely like to thank my coaches and family who have always been supportive and have showed encouragement every day. And I want to be the person I am without them on and off the court. So thank you.
Give it up for Elizabeth Stevens. Now let's take a look at the finalists for Male Prep Tennis Player of the Year.
Peter Murphy, Jesuit. A sophomore, Murphy was the #1 seed at the 6A championships, where he capped an undefeated season with a straight set victory to win his second 6A title. Rox Rogers, Ashland. The Midwestern Conference District Champion and the #1 seed at the 5A Championship, won 3 straight 2-set matches as he advanced to the 5A final. Pushkar Shinde, Oregon Episcopal. The OES Senior, the #1 seed at the 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A Championships, won 4 consecutive straight set matches to become singles champion and lead OES to the team title.
Peter Murphy from Jesuit. Peter, congratulations. Also, first team all hair. I love it right here. Your thoughts on winning?
It was a great experience. High school tennis is really awesome. And I'd like to give a quick thank you for the Oregon Sports Awards and all the sponsors that make this great event possible. And plus, I'd like to give a thank you for my coaches and teammates that make the high school season so memorable. And a special thank you to my first coaches, my parents. I don't know where they are, but they're right over there. They have stuck with me through thick and thin, and I really want to give them all the appreciation in the world.
Congratulations to Peter Murphy once again. Parents doing a great job. Some good genetics for the hair also. Now, when you think of golf, you might think accurate drives down the fairway, pinpoint approach shots. When I think of golf, I think of 104. I think of questioning my athletic ability, to be honest. But let's get to the athletes that really show us how this beautiful game is played. Here are your finalists for Female Prep Golfer of the Year.
Bailey Hamerickson, St. Mary's, Medford. The poised freshman bested the field by 5 strokes to win the 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A championship at Quail Valley in Banks and lead St. Mary's to their 3rd straight championship. Olivia Loberg, Summit. The junior team captain was the only competitor at the 5A championship to break par at Tristine Trian-Corvallis to win her 1st state championship. Tia Seth, Lake Oswego. Seth posted a 200 total of 142 at the 6A championship at the OGA course in Woodburn to become co-medalist and just the 2nd individual champion in Lake Oswego history.
And the winner is Tia Seth from Lake Oswego High School. congratulations. What does it mean to be the winner when you look at everything you're able to accomplish this past year?
Thank you, Mr. Kent. I really appreciate it. It means so much to me, and I am so grateful to be here. First, I would like to thank Oregon Sports Awards and all the sponsors for making this event possible, as well as Nike for hosting us. It is such a beautiful venue, and we are honored to be here. And I would like to thank my friends and family and the First Year of Greater Portland. Big shout out to my parents. I love you guys more than anything. And also 2 of my coaches, they aren't here today, but Bruce Stewart and Daniel Kirkham. So thank you, everyone, and congrats to all of you.
Now for the Male Prep Golfer of the Year, check out these 3 finalists.
Scotty Kennan, Bandon. A freshman, Kennan capped an undefeated season as he posted a 6-under par total at Quail Valley to win the 3A, 2A, 1A title and lead Bandon to their first golf championship. Nate Stember, Lincoln. The Cardinal Jr. was the only player in the field to shoot par or better as he posted rounds of 71-73 for an even par 144 at the tough Emerald Valley layout to win the 6A state championship. Craig Ronnie, Klamath Union, Junior Golf Scoreboard's #1 ranked Oregon golfer, posted a 2-day 10-under par score at Eagle Crest in Redmond to win his 2nd straight 4A championship.
And the winner is Craig Ronnie from Klamath Union. Craig, congratulations, but I want to ask you a question. You need to be very honest with me. Have you ever missed a putt and tried to hit it again while the ball was still rolling?
I have not, but I have whiffed a putt in tournament play.
What does this award mean to you?
It means so much. It's such an honor to be here tonight, and thank you to my parents. They're right in front of me right there for bringing me here. You have supported me throughout my entire junior golf career, and I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for hosting this great award.
Well, thank you. Tell you what, Craig, anytime I'm golfing, there's room in the foursome for you, young man. Absolutely. Well, please welcome our next presenters, TV analyst for the Portland Trail Blazers, and not a bad player himself, Lamar Hurd, and host of the popular post-game show, The Scoop, among other reporting for NBC Sports Northwest, Jamie Hudson.
Well, thank you, Jordan. We are proud to be presenting the award for Best Prep Lacrosse Players of the Year. And Lamar, did you know The Scoop is actually a lacrosse show?
No.
It is. It's how you get the ball off the ground. You scoop it up.
Jamie, are you out here playing with me? We were in the back. You could have told me this was going to be the game plan. I didn't know.
I just, made that up.
Okay.
All right. Okay, good. Let's meet the female finalists.
Riley Drellinger, Wes Lynn, the Three Rivers League Player of the Year and a first-team All-State selection. The junior goalkeeper was also named to the 2018 Oregon national team. Katie Freeman, Lake Oswego, a sophomore midfielder. Freeman was first-team All-League, All-State, and an All-America as she helped lead the Lakers to the Oregon Girls Lacrosse Association state title. Ella Smith, Jesuit, an Oregon Girls Lacrosse Association first-team All-State selection. The sophomore midfielder was also named Metro League Player of the Year.
All right, and the winner is Ella Smith.
Congratulations, Ella.
I didn't really think I would win, so I didn't really think of what to say, but
thank you to my parents. I can't see, but thank you for getting me where I, to get everything I can to win this. And to my coaches, Lauren Blumhart and Mackenzie Colson. And congrats to Katie and Riley, too. You guys did a really good season, and I'm proud to say I've been able to play with you guys. Good job. Thank you.
So, Jamie, I have some news for you. So you kind of broke it down, the scoop to me. I know we know Jordan Kent. Now, we know he's a world-class athlete, going to be in the Oregon Hall of Fame, can run, can jump. But there's one thing I don't think Jordan can do, and that's play lacrosse. I don't know how good at lacrosse he is. All right, so let's go to the finalists of the Male Prep Lacrosse Player of the Year and see how Jordan's game stacks up against theirs.
Okay.
Sam Handley, Jesuit. The senior attack was the Metro League Player of the Year, Oregon High School Lacrosse Association Player of the Year, and a U.S. Lacrosse All-America. Jack Schlendorf, Oregon Episcopal. The junior goalkeeper was an All-State and All-America selection and had the best goals against average in the state as he helped lead OES to the state title. Alex Slusher, Oregon Episcopal. A first-team All-League and All-State attack, Slusher scored 58 goals and assisted on 32 and helped lead OES to the state championship.
A lot of good players. I got to tell you really quick, 30 seconds at the most. So I didn't know a whole lot about lacrosse until about 7 years ago. There was a kid that I coached in my youth basketball organization. He was a good basketball player, but I found out he also played lacrosse. And it wasn't until I went to some of his games and got to see his skills that I saw exactly how good he was. Well, fast forward, last year, this kid was one of the finalists, and I presented this award as well. He was not one of the winners, and we saw 3 great finalists right there. But the kid is back up again, and I told him if he won the award this year, I would be here to present it to him. So I would like to bring the winner, Sam Handley, to the stage.
First, I just want to thank Nike and the Oregon Sports Awards for giving me this award and all the other sponsors I missed. I also want to thank my family and my friends for supporting me in my lacrosse career and journey. And thank you, Lamar, for the special shout out. And just congratulations to all the other nominees and winners. You guys are all amazing. Thank you.
Coming up next, the Hayward Awards for Best Amateur Athletes as we take another break here. Our next award winner played football at the highest levels, winning a national title at Notre Dame and then moving on to the NFL with the Eagles and Chargers. And yet, that's not even why we're honoring him tonight. We're honoring him with the DNA Award because as leader of the Oregon Sports Authority, he's been so critical to sports in our state. In essence, he has been leading the charge for all of us. Drew Mahalik has had a hand in attracting or facilitating virtually every major sporting event that's happened in Oregon for the past 23 years. Please join me in honoring Drew with the DNA Award.
Well, let me just say that this award is not about me. It's about a great sports authority, staff, board, corporate members, partners with Travel Portland, City of Portland, Port of Portland, Travel Oregon, Business Oregon, our franchises, our universities, and our volunteers, all of whom made this state a better place for sports.
And Drew, as I give you this award here, I want to ask you, you look back on everything you've done over the last 23 years, what are some of the memories that stand out to you the most?
There have been a few highlights. Certainly bringing some World Cups in soccer that paved the way for the Timbers. March Madness, several tournaments, and another one coming up next year. The figure skating championships, certainly with fencing championships, were terrific. And maybe I'm most proud of the fact that over 15,000 kids have gotten the opportunity to participate in sports or watch sports through our foundation. So it's been a very rewarding experience that I share this with all the members.
Wonderful stuff. Let's give it up for Drew Mahalik, your winner of the DNA Award. Now we move on to Play It Forward. The Oregon Sports Awards is especially proud of our partnership with Nike and Providence Health and services through which we have created the Play It Forward Award. The goal is to increase access to sport across the state of Oregon, targeting those with the least opportunity. The Play It Forward Award allows us to honor student athletes who are using the power of sport to serve as inspirational role models in their community. The Play It Forward Selection Committee chose 11 high school and college student athletes, many of whom are among us. Our thanks to each and every one of you who is making an incredible difference in your respective communities. Let's give them a round of applause here. Tonight, we honor our winners we would like to welcome to the stage. First, from Jefferson High School, meet Javondre Cole. From Oregon State, Taylor Ritchie. And please welcome Nathan Brockman. So I just want to pose one question. I want each one of you to answer it the best way that you can. Tell us about what inspires you to get involved in the way that you get inspired.
Yeah, so Nathan and I, we started Damn Worth It, which is a mental health campaign working to end the stigma around mental health, and our inspiration for that sparked out of tragedy. We both lost teammates to suicide, and that really just sparked a desire in us to take mental health and turn it into something hopeful.
Yeah, exactly. We wanted to use the power, the platform that sports has given us that we've been so lucky to be able to utilize, and we wanted to do something positive to change the community and change the world.
And Javondre, tell us a little bit more about how you're involved.
Yeah, so my involvement began with the Friends of Baseball organization, and initially my biggest thing was that we were working with children. And essentially working with children is out of my comfort zone, but that's what really prompted me to do this because I figured that the purpose is bigger than me, and this is for children who are in underrepresented communities who have lack of resources when it comes to athletics. So I felt it was big for me to use baseball as an outlet for them, to let them see something bigger than what they're used to seeing in their underrepresented communities.
Well, it's incredible to see all the work that you're doing that makes such an impact off the field. Let's give one more round of applause for our Play It Forward winners. And one more note, those winners will be receiving scholarships from Play It Forward, so excellent work right there as they continue to impact their communities. Let's give them one more round of applause here. Here is Aaron Fentress and Serena Winters to present the Hayward Award for Best Amateur Athlete of the Year.
Let's take a look at the finalists for the Women's Hayward Award.
Marie Gulich, basketball, Oregon State University. The number 12 selection in the WNBA draft, Gulich led the Beavers to the Elite Eight, was first team Pac-12, and was a Pac-12's co-defensive player of the year. Sabrina Ionescu, basketball, University of Oregon. A first-team AP All-America, the first in Oregon history, the sophomore was also the Pac-12 Player of the Year and led the Ducks to the Elite Eight. Sabrina Sutherland, track and field, University of Oregon. The senior transfer was the NCAA Indoor 800-meter champion and a first-team All-America, and the Pac-12 Outdoor 800-meter champion.
And the winner is Sabrina Ionescu from the University of Oregon. Now, Sabrina couldn't be here tonight, but accepting for Sabrina is her coach, Jody Berry.
Sorry Sabrina couldn't be here today. She just got back from a worldwide tour doing the 3-on-3 representing USA. So she's getting some much deserved rest at home for a few days. But Sabrina, you guys, is the easiest person to root for. Never the fastest kid, never the best athlete, but always, always the first kid in the gym, the last kid to leave, and the hardest worker. Her drive and desire to succeed is higher than anyone I've ever coached in my life. And there's no mistake as to why she's one of the best in the nation. We're just very blessed to be her coaches, and we can't wait for the next couple years with her. Go Ducks.
It's time to take a look at the finalists for the Men's Hayward Award for Best Amateur Athlete in the state.
Adley Rutschman, baseball, Oregon State University. A sophomore catcher, he leads OSU and runs batted in, was first team Pac-12, a Baseball America All-America, and a USA Baseball Collegiate National Team selection. Nick Madrigal, baseball, Oregon State University. The junior second baseman, who is hitting .406, was the number 4 overall pick in the Major League Draft, a first team Pac-12 selection, and a Baseball America All-America. Norman Zhang, golf, University of Oregon. A sophomore first-team All-America, he had the greatest individual season in Oregon history and won the Jack Nicklaus Award given to the top NCAA Division I golfer.
We have 2 winners. The first is Norman Zhang, who couldn't be here. Accepting on his behalf is H.J. Cohn. He is the Senior Associate Director at the University of Oregon.
Thank you. Unfortunately, like Aaron said, Norman couldn't be here tonight, but did have a few comments to pass along. First, congrats to all the winners and nominees tonight. And secondly, a big thank you to Nike and Oregon Sports Awards for making this event happen. On an annual basis, we always look forward to coming to it. So thank you again. Go Ducks.
And the other winner is Nick Madrigal, who's put in work in Omaha. He sent along this acceptance video.
Thank you guys for choosing me for the Hayward Male Athlete of the Year. I'm honored to be receiving this. I want to thank my friends, my family, my coaching staffs, and teammates, and thank you to the Oregon Sports Awards for choosing me. I'm honored. Go Bees.
The Oregon Sports Awards are brought to you by Nike, Hewlett-Packard, Providence Health and Services, Lamphere Auto Group, Washington Trust Bank, Pamplin Media Group, the Portland Timbers and Thorns, the Portland Trailblazers, NBC Sports Northwest, Forge Graphic Works, and Rip City Radio.
We have another College World Series score update. The rain is starting to fall in Omaha, and after a 2-run shot, North Carolina trails 6-10 to Oregon State. Currently top of the 9th, Beavers have 2 on, 2 out, so Oregon State looking to close things out. But let's continue along here, and it's a big moment for high school sports when we announce the winners for High School Athletes of the Year. Let's bring back Liz Brenner and Brennan Scarlett to make the presentations.
Thanks, Jordan. We'll kick it off with the female 4A to 1A category. Let's meet the finalists.
Holly Harrer sisters, the Sky M League and 4A Player of the Year, led sisters to the 4A volleyball title with 19 kills, 17 assists, and 10 digs in the championship match, and also competed in the 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A swimming championship. Maya Rail, Catlin Gable, a 2-time 3A champion in the 1500 and 3-time champion in the 3000, she set personal records, winning both events at the 3A championships. Her time in the 3000 was the state's best in all classifications and 14th in the nation. Bailey Toohey, North Valley. Last fall, the junior was named Skyline Conference Soccer Player of the Year and 4A First Team, and this spring won the 100, 200, and 400 meters at the 4A championships.
Bailey Toohey.
I just want to thank Oregon Sports Awards and Nike for putting on this amazing show, and a special shout out to my parents, and I wouldn't be the person I am without them, and a special shout out to my coaches for helping me and pushing me to be a better athlete. Thank you.
Now let's take a look at the female 6A, 5A finalists.
Cameron Brink, Southridge. The sophomore forward who led Southridge to the 6A championship and was the 6A, the Metro League, and Oregon Gatorade Player of the Year, has been named to the U.S. U17 national team. Chloe Brown, Southridge. A dynamic force at the net or out of the back row, the senior outside hitter hammered 369 kills on the season, leading Southridge to the 6A title, and was named the 6A, the Metro League, and Oregon Gatorade Player of the Year. Kelly Macon, Sunset. A senior who was the Oregon Gatorade Cross Country Runner of the Year, ran fastest prep time in the nation in the 1500 and won the 800 and 1500 at the 6A championships.
And the winner is, well, we actually have two winners. And the first one is Kelly Macon from Sunset High School.
This award means so much to me. Our amazing coaches keep us going year-round with cross country and track. And I'm so lucky to have my amazing teammates. One of them here is Lucy. So lucky to have had her for the last 2 years and all the people I got to run with and train with before that. And thanks again to my family and my coaches.
And the second winner is Cameron Brink from Southridge High School.
Thank you again. I'm very honored to have this award. And I'd like to thank my family again, my grandma, my mom, and my brother. And thank you to the Oregon Sports Awards for hosting this event. Thank you.
Now, let's take a look at the male 4A to 1A finalists.
Craig Ronnie, Klamath Union, won his second straight 4A championship with a two-day 10-under par total of 134 at Eagle Crest in Redmond, and his first-round district meet score of 10 under 62 is a tournament and Running Y Ranch course record. Juma Say, Catlin Gable. The senior sprinter was the 3A championship athlete of the meet as he won the 100 and 200 in meet record time and was also the 400-meter champion. He has the fastest 400-meter time in the state for all classifications. Travis Whitlake, Marshfield, completed an undefeated season, winning his fourth 4A championship. Ranked number 1 in the nation in his weight class, he was the 170-pound champion at the Reese's Tournament of Champions and has a career record of 196-2.
And the winner of the 4A to 1A Male Athlete of the Year is Travis Whitlake Jr. Again, here to accept his award is Athletic Director Greg Mulkey. Congratulations. Yeah.
I'm just happy I get another opportunity to come up here and speak. The last time I was a little nervous. I want to first of all recognize the two other athletes. Juma, are you here? Jimmy, would you please stand up? It's unbelievable. Thank you so much. I know that's something that Travis would want to recognize. Those that he competed against here. I was fortunate as an athletic director to watch a young man shoot a 62 at the district golf meet this year. That's unbelievable. 10 under par. Craig Ronnie, would you please stand up? I think that's unbelievable. And on behalf of Travis, as I said before, and what I tried to point out, he's an unbelievable human being, just as I'm sure these two others are. He's humble. He's at Oklahoma State University right now in Stillwater because as a young boy, he had a goal that he wanted to be an NCAA champion. Not one time, 4 times. And that's why he couldn't be here tonight. And so on behalf of Travis and his family and all those that helped him out, it's an honor for me to accept this award for Travis Whitlake Jr.
Now let's take a look at the male 6A, 5A finalists.
Talanoa Hufanga, Crescent Valley, with more than 1,300 yards of total offense, plus 106 tackles, 8 sacks, and 7 interceptions. He was the 5A offensive and defensive first-team selection and the 5A Defensive Player of the Year. Braden Lindsay, Tigard, the Three Rivers League co-offensive and defensive player of the year and a 6A first-team selection as a wide receiver defensive back, is also a sprinter who was second in the 200 and 400 at the 6A championships. Micah Williams, Benson, the sophomore phenom with a great closing speed, was the 6A champion in the 100 and 200-meter sprints, setting meet records in both events. His time of 10.42 seconds in the 100 is the second fastest in state history.
And the winner is Talanoa Hufanga. Scott Sanders, his coach, was supposed to be here tonight. He's not able to receive the award, so I will take this to the back and make sure he gets it.
For the Harry Glickman Professional Athlete of the Year Award, I wanted to get some professional help myself up here, so I've got the man, the one, the only, the Shawns to help me out. Let's give it up for Bill Schonely here.
Yes, sir. Well, it's a pleasure being around Mr. Harry Glickman. You know his history of sports here, Portland Buckaroos, and of course the Portland Trailblazers. This honor has gone to some outstanding people over the years. And we have 2 winners. First, Shalene Flanagan.
Shalane, congratulations. And I think so many people just saw that iconic image of the excitement on your face as you're getting set to cross the finish line at the New York City Marathon. What was going through your mind at that moment?
Yeah, well, we won't repeat what I said, but it was a very joyous moment, and it started with F, and it ended with yeah. My parents are here tonight, and they weren't very proud of me in that moment, but it was a lot of hard work to get to that moment, and I felt validated that I had a dream just like these kids in this audience. It started at that age. I dreamed of becoming an Olympian, winning an Olympic medal, and winning a major city marathon. And on that day, I could crown myself and call myself the New York City Marathon champion, and it hadn't been done by an American woman in 40 years, so it felt good.
And finally, what can you say to some of the young athletes that are here that want to aspire to have the success that you've had? What's your words of wisdom to them right now?
It's all about surrounding yourself with great people. Your support system is everything. It started in high school. My parents, Steve and Monica Flanagan, who are my dates tonight, just moved to Oregon here from Boston. But it was their support that allowed me to make 4 Olympics, an Olympic medal, and winning the New York City Marathon. It was the coaches, it was the friendships, it was the teammates. All of those people were an integral part of my success. And each athlete that goes to the starting line or starts that game, they have so many people behind them. And so that's why it's crucial to include the most quality people in your life.
Excellent. Let's give it up again for Shalane Flanagan.
Excellent, excellent.
We also have a second winner, and our second winner is Adriana Franch from the Portland Thorns.
Hi guys, I'm Adriana Franch, goalkeeper of the Portland Thorns. Sorry we can't make it tonight. We're on an away trip preparing for a match. I'm honored to be receiving the Female Professional Athlete of the Year Award, and I'd like to thank Oregon Sports Awards, Nike, and of course the 2017 team. Without my teammates, I wouldn't be where I am today and receiving this award. So thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you later.
You're doing good, yeah, buddy.
I appreciate it.
You're doing
appreciate
good.
it.
Now, wait, before you start.
Yes.
He's worked very hard tonight. A round of applause for Mr. Jordan Kemp, okay?
You, sir, have another $5 bill coming in the mail here.
All right.
Now for the Male Professional Athlete of the Year, let's take a look at the finalists.
Ryan Krauser, USATF track and field. The 2016 Olympic record holder in the shot put, who ranked first in the world in 2017 with a throw of 74 feet, 3 3/4 inches, broke his own Hayward Field record last month with a toss of 73 feet, 11 inches. Damian Lillard, basketball, Portland Trailblazers. The 3-time NBA All-Star and All-NBA first-team selection in 2018, and the league's 4th leading scorer, led the Blazers to the top of the Northwest Division of the Western Conference. Diego Valeri, Portland Timbers. The 2017 Major League Soccer Most Valuable Player scored a team-high 21 goals with 11 assists to become only the second player in league history to record at least 20 goals and 10 assists in a single season.
And the winner is, I know the young man very well, Damian Lillard. Damian couldn't be here with us tonight, but he had this to say.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Oregon Sports Awards for the honor of the Harry Glickman Award. It's truly an honor for me, and it's also a special honor to share this award with Diego Valeri of the Portland Timbers. I think I can speak for both of us when I say, you know, we represent an amazing city, amazing fans. And for me, I just would also like to say that I'm sorry I couldn't be there, but I wanted to send my appreciation and my love to you guys. And once again, thank you. I'm very appreciative, and have a nice night.
All right, good.
Bill, I don't know if you heard from Damian, but he kind of let the cat out of the bag. We have 2 winners. Your second winner, for Professional Male Athlete of the Year from your Portland Timbers, Diego Valeri.
Yes.
Called a turnover. Oh, Diego, sorry. Congratulations.
Diego, what does it mean to win this award, this city, the passion that you've seen from the fans? What does it all mean to you?
It's a huge honor for me, and because this state, this city, it has become home for my family. You know, so that's to have this award for me. It's amazing.
Let's give it up one more time for Damian Lillard and Diego Valeri. Thank you so much. Now, Bill, as we get set to close out the show, Bill, I want to know if you could just stick around for a minute. Our mutual friend, Jim Etzel from the Oregon Sports Authority, has a little something for you.
Bill.
Yes, sir.
You've been around this show since 1972.
Yes.
Pretty amazing run. And the show started in 1948. But for almost 50 years, you've been the one constant. It's been, you know, the Hayward Banquet of Champions.
Yes.
Now it's the Oregon Sports Awards. You're the longtime host. Almost 50 years of being at this show. And we can't thank you enough. Bill told me last week that this was going to be his last year having an active role in the show. You know, he's 89, just turned June 5th?
June 1.
June 1.
All bills coming the first of the month.
Oh, that's right.
Remember that.
He's still got it. But just want to say thank you. You're a dear friend, and you've been a dear friend of this show, and we just want to celebrate it.
Thank you.
This
Very
is yours.
much. Oh.
The one, the only, the Shans. Now, before we get set to wrap up, all of our award winners, when we conclude the evening, please come back up on stage. We'd love to get a group picture. Let's give a round of applause for all of our winners and nominees this evening. Also, a big shout out to all the folks behind the scenes that put on this wonderful show. We have a final score update from Omaha. The Oregon State Beavers win 11-6 over North Carolina. That'll do it for tonight. Thanks again for joining us here at the Oregon Sports Awards. We'll see you guys next year.
Gonna make it through the